Welcome to creamy mushroom and broccoli linguine in 10 minutes.
Okay, this is easy, quick, tasty. We are starting with our linguine. This is going to take 9 minutes to boil, so this is our pace setter. So we've got a pot of salted water. In goes our linguine. That's setting the pace.
Okay, we have a small pan on a high heat, so this is for frying down our mushrooms.
Choose whatever mushrooms you like. We're going to go with oyster. You could go with chestnut, portobello.
So that was about 1.5 tablespoons of premium fine olive oil.
Yeah, it really is. That's great olive oil. I'm going to tear up our mushrooms. Keep them whole if you'd like to have them larger, but we're going to rip them up so they'll look like nice strips. They're wonderful carriers for flavour.
So we are using oyster mushrooms. You could use chestnut, white mushrooms, button mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, chicken of the woods mushrooms. There really is so many varieties of mushrooms. Don't feel bound by what we have prescribed in the recipe. We've approximately 250 grams in total.
Mushrooms are 90% water, and we're going to pop in a pinch of salt, and that's going to help throw the moisture out of them so they're going to get more caramelized.
Okay, question for you watching. For anyone who's watching who knows Gaeilge, the Irish language, what is the word for mushroom? An old Irish word for mushroom?
I know.
Gaeilge, in Gaeilge. So that's the question. So pop your comments in now.
We will reveal it at the end.
No, we'll reveal it shortly because I'm too excited to wait.
Okay, so the thing to note with our pasta, we said this is a broccoli dish, and the main reason why we're using broccoli is on our farm, it's right now winter, and it's one of the few veg, it's from the brassica family, so we have some tender stem broccoli or some kind of calabrese that's lightly, it's kind of the smaller side. So with broccoli, when the stalks are large, I just cut into them like this. It just makes the heat transfer in, so they're going to cook a lot more even. When you got a bigger piece and a little piece, it just means it's going to cook more even. Similarly, I did it here and I did it here. So the broccoli is going to take 4 minutes. So once we're 5 minutes into cooking our pasta, we're going to pop on our broccoli. So that's all ready. Mushrooms, do you want to show your big move, Dave?
Okay, big trick, folks. Are you ready?
Yes, I hear them say.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay, they're ready. I couldn't hear them though.
No, they said they're ready.
We are taking a pot of choice, a medium pot. I put a little bit of salt in our mushrooms. They are starting to caramelize. This is an incredible technique known as
compression.
Compression, yes. So I'm taking a clean pot, make sure the base is clean, and we are going to...
Ooh, do you hear the mushrooms squeal? Aww.
They do actually squeal. You can hear them squeal.
That sound is because what's happening is there's moisture evaporating, and as they're being compressed, so they're going to get more brown or more charred at the bottom and more evaporated, so the flavour's going to be more grizzly and chewy.
It does mean that they'll look a little flatter and more bacon-like, which is great. And you can see so much of the liquid in the mushroom is coming out, which is great. Because as soon as it turns to liquid, it evaporates a lot quicker, and it means that you'll get a lot more caramelization.
So you'll see they're more flat in the pan there now. And what we want to do is evaporate that, and then as I turn them, you'll see they'll be nice and brown. Just turn them and repeat the same technique until you get a nice thin texture that you really like, that's nice and grizzly. Okay, mushrooms and tamari or soy sauce are a dream made in heaven. So we're going to go with about 2 to 2.5 tablespoons of tamari.
Two is loads.
Okay.
So just make sure as soon as you add them, it's going to start evaporating. So you want to move it around and incorporate that flavour and make sure that each mushroom is beautifully coated.
So point to note, these mushrooms are for garnish on the top. Don't put them through the sauce because that brown from the soy sauce is going to leak into this white sauce.
Okay, I'm now going to knock it off the heat, and that is our mushrooms complete.
Okay, we're 5 minutes into this dinner thus far. In goes our broccoli into our pan, and we want that just to cook along with the linguine or the pasta. Okay, in terms of sauce, this is a 10-minute dinner, and I know there's 2 of us, but trust us, it's very easy and straightforward. So we have 100 grams of cashew nuts. We're using just chopped cashew nuts. Use whatever you have. If you're allergic to nuts, make a different recipe. You could use sunflower seeds. We have 400 ml of oat milk or milk of choice. Generous pinch of salt. So we're going to go with 1 tablespoon of white miso. Often in a sauce in Italian cooking, they'll put Parmesan rind. We want to make this plant-based, so we're using white miso to bring that umami depth of flavour to it.
That's obviously an optional ingredient. Don't feel you need it, but it does kind of add a little nice note to it. I'm going to go in with a small, like 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, just to give that nice kind of depth of flavour.
Half a lemon, juice in it goes, just catch any pips.
And now we're going to blend until super silky smooth. This is the base of the sauce for the full dish.
Okay, we're 9 minutes in. We want to finish this within the 10-minute mark. Pasta is cooked. Broccoli is looking nice and cooked. We're going to strain it. And as we strain it, I'm just going to keep a little bit of that sauce or that
Liquid.
that salted, starchy pasta water just to thin it out in case I need it. Drain our pasta. Again, keep as much of that starch within it. Have our broccoli there. Just give it a little rinse.
We're going to put it all
Catch a little bit of that and then back into the pan. In it goes. We're going to keep even a bit of that pasta water in it now. Turn it on the heat. Pop in our sauce.
Beautiful. So the sauce was blended until really, really smooth. And now what we're going to do is just heat it until the sauce starts to thicken.
Take the zest of the other half of the lemon and just zest it in. It's just going to create more of those lovely citrus notes.
And as the heat starts to hit this cashew cream, it'll start to become more, the moisture will evaporate and it'll start to become creamy and delicious and oh so yummy.
If you do have it and you do want to be a little bit fancier, pop in a little bit of fresh thyme. I think it just adds a nice little pop, contrast of flavour.
And as we said, if you do have that white miso, it does give that kind of makes up that fermented kind of Parmesan-like flavours, which is really nice.
Just a deeper underbelly of flavour.
And I will typically serve this with a little bit of nutritional yeast. Obviously, it's optional. It does give that nice kind of cheesy note, which is really kind of normal for a dish like this, a kind of carbonara type dish.
Okay, once we're happy that it's nice and reduced and looking good, time to serve this up. In terms of serving it, grab a thongs. We're going to grab, first of all, the bit of the pasta.
Wow, it's lovely texture, isn't it?
And lots of this broccoli. Finish it off with some of our mushrooms. Mushrooms we didn't mix through the sauce because we want to keep them, because they will run. Take a ladle and we're just going to drizzle over a little bit of that sauce. Oh wow, that's very creamy.
And there we have it, 10 minutes, delicious, creamy carbonara with umami mushrooms and some tender stem broccoli. Really simple, delicious and easy. This is part of our quick, easy dinner series. I do make this most weeks at home for my family, so this one has stood the test of time. We are Dave and Steve, identical twins from the Happy Pear, all about helping you to eat more veg, more plant-based, better for you, better for the planet.
That is so good.
And if you like what we're doing, check out our recipe club. We've got an app which has a web portal as well for where it's got more than 1,000 recipes and you get access for $3.99 a month. So literally the price of a cup of coffee.
Brilliant.
It's there to support you to make better food choices. There's an amazing community there. So do check that out. That's a link in the bio.
Thanks a mil for watching.
Cheers, bye.